Our family lived in Hawaii for about 4.5 years, and my wife and I would love to go scuba diving, and so we do that just about every week. And we would go find a rock, and we would walk off and jump in and scuba dive. My wife was very good at taking video and putting her video on her YouTube channel, and she got sick of just taking video of fish and coral and stuff, and she found a subject that she was really engrossed with. It's called a avana in Hawaiian. Some people may know it as a sea urchin. It's basically a volleyball-sized critter, and it has 6-inch spikes, hundreds of 6-inch spikes all over them. I am not particularly fond of vana because vana, if you step on one, you're getting a 6-inch spike in your foot. And I have experienced that before. And so one thing you know not to do if you're a diver is to leave your dive partner. And she was on the bottom of the ocean videoing this vana, and all of a sudden this pod of dolphins, probably about 30 of them in the pod, came up all around us. And she was down on the bottom, but I had become a part of the pod. And some of my fellow pod mates were jumping out of the water and spinning up through the air and landing back in the water. And since I had become a part of this dolphin pod, I wanted her to experience it too. And the way you get your dive buddy's attention is you take your knife and you clang it on your scuba tank. And so it's like a cling, cling, cling underneath the water. And so I'm like, so excited to be a part of this new pod of dolphins and to be a part of the family, and I'm clanging on my tank and waving to my wife, and she is recording this vana, and I'm clanging and pointing and clanging and pointing and looking back at her, and at one point all I can see is her back, and she puts her hand up and she like waves me away, and she will not look up. I'm so thankful that I wasn't in mortal danger, because she would have been like, well, there was a bunch of clanging and then he was gone. But I finally swam over and grabbed her and pulled her and showed her that we were amongst dolphins. And of course, she turned her video camera on them instead. I wanted to share this story as an illustration of our attitudes. All of us have stepped on a avana or two. And we've all experienced a pain in our life in one way, shape, or form. Our attitude decides whether we focus completely on the vana and ignore everything else around us, or we experience the good things and the wonder that is in this world. Remember, if you change your attitude, you can change your game. If you change your attitude, you can change your grades. But most importantly, if you change your attitude, you can change your life.